way to facilitate reasonable enforcement of the law, but also to lower the chaos in Minneapolis, would be for state and local officials to cooperate.
We're going to get some perspective now from two CNN senior political commentators, former special advisor to President Obama, Van Jones, and former Trump campaign advisor, David Urban. David, is it acceptable that a 5-year-old boy and his dad, whom DHS hasn't accused of having outstanding criminal charges, are still in custody tonight? Is that making America safer?
Yeah, Anderson, I understand that the feeling is, Trump said, let's go after the bad hombres, and I think that's who we should be going after first, right? And that picture that there is incredibly sad and tragic and unfortunate that little Liam and his dad got grabbed up. But, the narrative today was, kind of out of control, that Liam was, the original narrative kind of got out of control, right? What happened was, by all accounts, his father fled. These gentlemen took the ICE agents took Liam there. They went to the front door, tried to get his mom to take him. His mother didn't want to take him. His father said, no, send him with me. They reunited. The ICE agents actually took him to McDonald's and got him a meal, tried to keep him calm.
But do you think that the mom really didn't want to take him, or do you think she was scared to open the door for mass people?
Anderson, what the reports say is the father asked that the boy come with him and not be left with the mother. That's what the reports say. Not the superintendent. So there's lots of different angles here. But to your bigger point, Anderson, should we be scooping up these individuals versus the worst, right? I think what Americans want to see is really bad criminals taken off the street, gang members, drug dealers, etc.
Right, because by all accounts, according to this attorney, he actually went through the process legally. He went he did all he was supposed to.
Yeah, he's applied for asylum. He's applied for asylum. You're correct, and so that's the distinction I'm trying to make here, is that these encounters. He's here illegally still, right? But do people, this is the big debate in America right now, do people want to see this? Do they want to see their gardeners? Do they want to see this gentleman and Liam taken off? Or do they really want to see, the bad hombres taken out? But at some point, right, these people are all here illegally. They didn't come legally into our country. And so at what point, there's a line, right? At what point do we not enforce the law? At what point do we enforce the law? It's a debate we should have, right? We need to have, because we're not going to deport 10 million illegal immigrants who are in this country. So we have to figure out a better solution to the problem that we're facing.
Well, then, why wouldn't we deport 10 million? If you can hire ICE agents and get them trained in 47 days, why not just keep doing that?
Well, I just want to say, this is what you're seeing here. This is not about a deportation agenda. President Barack Obama deported 3 million people. 3 million. The Latin community called him the deporter-in-chief. With none of this. With no masked agents, with no children being snatched up, without all this nonsense going on, without chemical agents being used against American citizens. 3 million people. This is not about deporting people. It's about demeaning people. It's about desensitizing people to a level of violence and aggression from government agents that we've never seen before. American law enforcement, I'm a law enforcement kid. My dad was a cop in the military. My Uncle Milton just retired from Memphis City Police Force. American law enforcement does not dress like robbers. It doesn't matter. Going up against Al-Qaeda, faces shown. Going up against cartels, faces shown. Going up against the Klan, faces shown. Why are they hiding their faces dealing with American citizens, even with protesters? This is not about deporting people. You can deport 3 million or 10 million people the way that Barack Obama did it. Pissed off a lot of people, but it was done lawfully, professionally, and with none of this. This is about desensitizing Americans to a level of force from the government and demeaning people and demoralizing people. It needs to stop.
And David, Anderson,
go ahead, David.
Yeah. I was going to say, Van's correct. Obama did deport lots of people, but it was done differently, right? It was done differently because Barack Obama was deporting people as soon as they came across the border or when they were just inside the interior of America for a tiny bit. What has happened here, because of the lack of the Biden administration's total open borders policy, none of these people are still on the border. They've now filtered into our cities. They've gone into different places, sanctuary cities and the like, and they've embedded themselves. And so it's much more difficult. It's much more emotional for people to see their neighbors being taken away. During the Obama administration, nobody really cared that much. I mean, I shouldn't say nobody, but you didn't have neighborhoods caring as much because people were being taken from the border directly and deported immediately. That did not happen. That could not happen in this administration because what happened in the prior 4 years, the Biden